We finally have the date where we can revenge Columbus Crew, and we have the entire schedule hot off the press, ready to break down for you next.
What's going on, Five Stripe fam? I'm AJ, this is Jessica Charman, and we're here for our take on the newly released schedule for the Five Stripes. Before we get into it, become part of the notification squad by hitting the bell next to the subscribe button.
There are some tasty bits that have really whet our appetite.
And these are the dates on the calendar that we have circled. The Orlando matches, May 13th, June 30th, August 24th. The June 30th match being the one at the Benz. And this is our big rivalry match. You know, they might have a new look team now. They brought in Sasha Kleiston from New York Red Bulls. And, you know, Dwyer is in for a whole season now. It's going to be even tougher, you know, against a team that really played us tough.
Yeah, for sure. As you say, they played us tough. We could only pick up 1 win and 2 ties last season. And that's not really good enough for a team that's really contending for the playoffs. So 9 must-take points for Atlanta United this season. DC United matches, March 11th, July 21st, and September 2nd. Now these were 3 games against our bogey team that were just unforgivable losses. We dropped 9 points against the bottom of the conference team. Now this is something that cannot be repeated this season if Atlanta United's going anywhere.
Exactly, and you know, chances are we might, because you know, they lost their goalkeeper Bill Hamid, who was very instrumental in keeping goals out of their
absolute brick wall.
Yeah, and so you know, with him being out, you know, maybe a new look team as well. You know, I think our chances are better this season, and we need to get that monkey off of our back, and our first chance at that is our first game at the Benz. Columbus Crew matches, June 13th, August 19th. I think above all, we need to get revenge against the Crew, because they dispatched us in the playoffs. It's something that, you know, it might be easier this time because they have a full winters full of, you know, marinating on maybe moving to Austin, Texas. And it might really mess with their psyche.
And I'll be honest, I'm still a little bit salty about that playoff game, so we won't mention that too much, but you have to look at how we played them in the rest of the season. We had 2 confident wins against them, and I really think we just need to get over the playoff loss and really focus on picking up 6 points in regular season. It's also important to note that we'll have 16 nationally televised games this season. That's tied for #1 with expansion team LAFC.
And we're going to show the new boys what's up on April 7th at the Benz. The Toronto matches, August 4th, October 28th. The October 28th match being away, that's going to be so tough because we end our season at Toronto. This is going to be maybe playoff implications. Will it affect us?
Yeah, and of course we finished with Toronto last season, but it was at home, and that's a significantly different game. And it just concerns me that, you know, if this game is must-win, away at Toronto, that's got to be the toughest must-win game of the season. Darren Eales also spoke with Dukes and Bell on 92.9 The Game, and explained how this season's schedule looks a lot easier for the team.
Yeah, and there's definitely more space in the schedule, which allows for more recovery time, Darren Eales mentioned, and yeah, that's definitely important because we, you know, suffered from fatigue. We suffered from, you know, Garza and Almiron being injured in September and October, and it affected our playoff run.
I mean, September was a crazy month, wasn't it? 8 games in 23 days, and that's unheard of in soccer anywhere across the world.
It is, it is. So that's it for us today in our schedule special. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to smash a like and subscribe if you haven't already. We really appreciate it.
The countdown to 2018 has begun.